We've been in business since 1974, focusing on freshwater fish for the Chinatown market, and we also sell to Alan Wong's restaurants. And this past year we decided to try our hands at aquaponics. So we are using the 20 fish tanks that we recently finished setting up as the nutrient source for our first aquaponics beds. The tanks right now just have a low density of fish. We're really just getting the system up and running. And we have our first crop of plants in the first of 5 grow beds. And so they're only a month old, but it's a starting point. We do most of our fish growing in a 7-acre pond. So we're pumping water from the pond into the fish tanks as our starting water. We have 5 grow beds, and water will go to both end tanks. From there it'll go to the next 2 tanks and eventually collect in a center sump tank. The sump tank is another growing bed. It's just the low point in our system. And currently that's where we're focusing our growing activities. From there it's then re-pumped to all the fish tanks. This is the header tank. The water that's coming into it is the combined discharge from the 20 fish tanks, and they all come together into a single large piping system and goes into the header tank. From the header tank we have 6 outlets that come together in trios to serve the 2 opposite ends of our grow bed system. So we can manipulate our system by moving the standpipes that are inside the header tank. We can either run all of our flow to the first grow bed, or we can run it to an identical tank at the far end of the system. This is the first of our grow beds. Right now this is where all of our water from the header tank is coming to this T-bar system. It just has slots cut into the pipe to let the water out. It aerates the water at the same time. If we have problems with clogging on the first slots, it just moves further down the system. So it's a really good way to both aerate and distribute the water. It also, in the summertime, can cool the water a little bit as it's going in, and in case we were getting overheating conditions. It's sort of a natural air conditioner. From this point, when the water comes in, because of the size of our tank, the velocity of the water drops down to virtually nothing, resulting in all the particulates settling out. So we use this tank as both a grow bed and a settling tank. It eliminates, we're hoping, the conical settling systems and clarifiers and so forth. It's a common type of system used in trout hatcheries, and it's more similar to a natural stream system. So it's an ecological system that I'm used to. I'm wanting to see if I can adapt that to the aquaponics process. So we're now at the sump for our system, which is currently our primary grow bed. We've enclosed it in shade cloth to protect from the intense sun we have in Mokuleia, and also to try and control the moths and butterflies that bring their caterpillars to our plants. You can see the water coming in from our first tank, and this is just the continuous flow. We're experimenting with some pineapples in the background, and this floating pipe system is simply to keep the the growing trays, the polystyrene from floating into the incoming water. We have an overflow standpipe if needed, and then the water flows on up to the end of this system where it's picked up by the recirculating pump and goes back to the fish tanks. So these plants are 4 to 6 weeks old at this point. We have a range of things from the lettuce packs to I believe we have dill, and we have various flowers, and we have a few native Hawaiian grasses. I think we have a couple bamboo in here. We're just trying a variety to see what will work in these conditions. And so far we're encouraged, but we know we have a long ways to go.